Welcome back, Flat Track Canada race fans, for round 2 at the Burford Half Mile. Let's make our way around the pits and see who's here. Okay, it's time to get caught up with one of our riders out here at Burford today.
My name's Tyler Seguin. I'm from Welland, Ontario, and we're at the Burford Half Mile here.
Okay, Tyler, so give us a little rundown of what went down for you last weekend.
Last weekend I didn't go as planned. Saturday was, a long day. Sunday for the short track went decent, better than Saturday obviously, and now we're all ready to redeem ourselves here at the Burford Half Mile.
Okay, so what are you going to do different here today that's going to propel you to a podium finish?
I've been hitting the gym all week. I'm feeling pretty confident. I had a good run here last year. I had a crash in practice, but that's behind me, and we're ready to hit this cushion.
All right, so who are the people you want to thank?
I gotta thank Kurt Beeger for sure. Coming out every weekend, working his tail off all year, getting my stuff ready. I gotta thank Works Connection, Nexo Sports for the new leathers, and LLA Production for being out here doing this. Aaron Hesmer, of course, for putting on a great series, and everyone else that helped me make it out here.
All right, good luck today.
Thanks.
So after catching up with Tyler Seguin, we made our way over to riders meeting where Aaron Hesmer was addressing all the riders, going over the flags, talking about track conditions, what they can expect later in the day. Now, once riders meeting is complete and the tech is finished up with Mike Zalaska, our head referee, our riders get out on the track. Now, we had a chance to catch up with Mr. Yamaha himself, so here he is.
Okay, so let's get your name, where you're from.
Shane Corbeillo, I'm out of Welland, and here we are at Burford, Ontario.
Okay, Shane, so we had a little bit of bad luck last weekend. Can you kind of give us a little bit of a rundown on what happened with you?
Yeah, we took the bike out for our first practice, and the engine didn't last very long, so we're definitely hoping for a better day today. I got a lot of catching up I got to do, messing around. Kind of hurts, the points chase for a championship. It's not really a good thing.
So, what is your plan of attack for today going out?
Well, we can't get too crazy. Being consistent is definitely a key factor to a championship, and you just got to stay calm and stay focused, and we're going to be moving to the front, that's for sure.
Okay, so who are the people you want to thank for helping you out?
Oh, I definitely want to thank Top Dogs Fitness and Training, Claire Cycle and Sports, and Fenwick. I got to thank Primo Auto, Crowland Paving, JPG Roofing, huge help on my race team. Taylor Primerano, my mechanic, and I'd love to give special thanks to Cal Tire and Mama's Boys. They're huge help on my race team. Everyone that stands behind me, that's for sure.
All right, well, good luck out there today, Shane.
Thanks.
Okay, so since Shane was pretty much ready to go out for his practice session, we decided to give him the Outlaw Productions hot lap with the GoPro Now Shane's going to make his way around the track. You can see the track's been chewed up a little bit already by the experts. We don't have too many of them out here today, unfortunately. It wasn't a big turnout, but we are going to have as much fun as we possibly can. Now you can see Shane making his way around corner 3 here, having a little bit of trouble out there on the outside line because this is a tricky corner. It kind of has a straightaway between corners 3 and 4. So Shane making his exit out of there clean, heading back down the front straightaway, and that's going to do it for our Outlaw Productions hot lap. Now our opening ceremony's kicked right off with our announcer from the CSBK, Frank Woods. Now Frank made his way down the introduction line, talking to the young, the old, the new, and even some people from the motorcycle industry itself. Such people as Neil Graham from Cycle Canada and Laura Lang from Parts Canada made their way out to the track. Now let's get caught up with one of our expert riders as we have a quick little interview.
Nick Wensler from Wheatley, Ontario.
All right, Nick, so we're out here at Burford today. The heat races are all done. We're coming up close to the mains. How have you been riding today?
Track's pretty rough, but I'm just trying to point and shoot and just get around the bumps and get in the cushion and get some traction and get out of there.
Is there anything different that you're going to be doing in the mains?
Definitely going to have to pace myself a little bit better so I got energy to the end.
Right on. Who are the people you want to thank?
I got to thank Robinson's Motorcycle in Wheatley, Ontario, and just all my local buddies that helped me work on my equipment.
Right on. Good luck, buddy.
Thanks.
Okay, welcome back race fans for our first main event of the day. It's the DTX Expert class. Now we may only have 4 riders, but left to right we got Sean Hoy, Tyler Seguin, Dave Prulia, and Nick Wensler. Wensler dives down to the inside, tries to take that inside line away from Tyler Seguin, but it does not stop him as Seguin goes around him on the outside, heading down the back straightaway to corner 3 and 4. As you can see on the exit of 4, Nick Wensler is just behind Tyler Seguin, coming down the front straightaway here for lap 1. Seguin pulls away on that KBR machine, gets ahead of Wensler, and starts working that outside line. Now the track has gotten cut a little bit more cut up, so that inside line where you can see Wensler go, he loses a little bit of traction here. Now coming around for the complete lap 1, coming off the corner 4, Tyler Seguin gets in his tuck, starts taking off. Nick Wensler following behind him. Dave Pouliot and Sean Hoy drifting further back. Tyler Seguin making short work of the outside line there. Wensler dives down to the inside, but what gets really interesting in this race is coming into corner 3 and 4, Nick Wensler can't make the corner and actually goes off the track and wipes out on the grass as he tries to throttle off and come back. Tyler Seguin cruises to victory with Dave Pouliot finishing up in the 2nd spot there, and 3rd spot grabbing some points is Sean Hoy, the number 46 rider from Kitchener, Ontario. Now as Tyler Seguin makes his way around with the checkered flags, we're going to take a quick commercial break and be right back with our intermediate DTX class. It's time for our second race of the day, the DTX Intermediate class. We got 9 riders filling out this class, and it's going to get a little hairy once this track starts rutting up. Brody Buchan with the whole shot, taking off the line here, heading down into corner 1. We're going to take a quick little ride on the back of Brody's fender here during most of the race because we do expect him to be leading up front. You can see Brody making a quick drive off of turn number 2 there, but it's Valley on Pouliot's backup bike there, the number 16B. Coming out of corner 3 there, he's kind of sneaking up on Brody, but the rest of the field not falling too far off pace now. You can see coming down lap 1 there, Brody breaking it in, Valley following up close behind, Trevor Daly, Justin Crum, Dustin Lambert, Shane Corbeil, and myself actually just rounding off the back of the pack there. Now it's Brody and Valley that are just having the time of their lives up front here. The rest of the pack seems to falling off pace. But Valley gets a drive heading down to corner number 1 here. So he's going to start putting the moves on Brody. Now Brody's going to move out to the outside a little bit. You can see him look over, try and figure out where Valley's going to be going. Now we're going to hop back on board here with Braden Valley, the number 23 rider. But he's actually on the 16 of Dave Pouliot's backup bike, so he's got a little bit more power. He makes his way past Buchan on the backstretch there. Going back into corner 3-4 here. Buchan's trying to do everything he can to be smooth on the inside. You see, he could barely have to put his foot down. The kid rides so smooth. No wonder why Kurt Beeger picked him up, because he is the next generation of superstar. Along with Tyler Seguin, these kids are going to be fast. So Valley coming down to the inside here at corner 1. He's trying to shut the door on Buchan. Buchan knows he's got to work really hard to get back by Valley here, because Valley ain't going to be giving up this lead anytime soon. So we're going to skip a little bit ahead, because this race pretty much stayed the exact same, with Valley and Buchan taking off away from the rest of the pack here. Let these guys run their last lap here, and let's just enjoy it and see what they can do. Rounding up that third spot, the number 16 rider, Trevor Daly. He seems to be getting faster every time he gets back on a flat track bike. But here's Valley coming down the final straightaway to the checkered flag in the DTX intermediate class. So taking that second spot is going to be Brody Buchan, and then third, Trevor Daly. Now as Braden goes out for his victory lap, we're going to go to a quick commercial break and be right back for our open intermediates. Okay, race fans, our biggest race of the day, the open intermediate class. We have 12 riders. You can see Caitlin making her way off the track here. We're going to be green in 1 second. Everybody getting off the line, looking pretty straight there, but it's Brody Buchan on the KVR framer machine out there on the outside line. Crummer behind him, and myself sitting in the third spot as we make our way down the back straightaway here. Now, the day has made the track dry up quite a little bit there. You can see a lot of dust coming off of it. It's going to make things interesting in this race, so everyone heads back down into the tricky corner 3-4 section. Now, coming back out to the front straightaway here, I get passed on the outside by Valley. He makes a strong pass heading back down that front straightaway. Buchan, it looks like he's already taken off, and that's going to be pretty much all she wrote, because Buchan just is riding the wheels off that KVR machine. Now heading back down the back straightaway there, you can see Buchan, he's just pretty much taken off from the rest of the field. Valley, Trevor Daly, Justin Crum, myself, and Thomas Cassis. We all head back down into that corner 4. Buchan's making his way already to the back stretch as we start making our way into the corner. But what gets interesting here, race fans, is Thomas Cassis dumped the bike, low sides it on the inside of me, and unfortunately what it causes is a red flag. Now Dustin Lambert would T-bone Cassis' bike. Cassis doesn't even really know what's going on. He gets back up, but Lambert's just going to be out for the rest of the race. He suffers a concussion, but everything's going to be okay. We get the word from the hospital, and then we go back to green racing here. It's going to be a full grid restart just because we're only 2 laps in. Everybody head back into the first corner. It almost looks like a repeat of the exact same start as last time. The only different thing about it is Valley takes off on the outside line. I get a little crossed up there on the inside, so Corbeil and Trevor Daly make their way around my position, and as we head back down into the tricky corner 3-4, you can see the rest of the field kind of funneling in there behind the rest of them. But we only had 4 laps, now we got 3 laps to go, so you know it's going to be a dash right to the end for everybody else behind Brody Buchan. So Crummer's holding off Valley here. He's trying to do everything he can to get ahead in some points here. Trevor Daly, he's coming up in the mix there. Corbeil, then myself, Rob Churchill, Thomas Cassis, he's already back up on the bike and he's doing very well. He's another CSBK rider that's made the transition over flat track racing, and he's doing a great job at it. So only with 2 to go here, you can see Brody Buchan rounding the corner 4 there on that KBR machine, and it's Valley by Crummer with Trevor Daly hot on Crummer's tail there. So it's going to be a battle for third winding down these laps. Now you can see there the corner 3-4, we actually, a lot of the racers got a wicked glare from that, so we pretty much just held on for dear life, twisted the throttle, and just shot out of that corner as best as we could. But finishing up this last lap here, Brody Buckins pretty much got a full straightaway lead on Braden Valley. Trevor Daly kind of rounding up that third spot. He seemed to have got by Crummer. Behind Crummer, Shane Corbeil, myself, Rob Churchill, Thomas Cassis, and then Alex Olson and Neil Graham rounding up the rear of the pack there. So Brody Buckin taking that win on the KBR framer. That's got to be a huge accomplishment coming out there and trying one of Kurt's machines. So that's going to be our open intermediate results for the day. And with Brody coming around grabbing that checkered flag, well actually Scott, his dad grabbing the checkered flag. Scott's a old flat track racer himself, so it's great to see that he's passing the torch down to Brody, and Brody's doing such a great job. But we're going to go to a commercial break and be right back. Okay, making our way to our final race of the day is the Open Expert class. We got 6 riders in here from left to right. We got Chris Evans, John Parker, Dave Pouliot, Tyler Seguin, Nick Wensler, and Sean Hoy on the inside. Now, Tyler Seguin has opted to ride a DTX bike. It seems that it is working out here for him today, so we're going to hop on board with the KBR rider himself just to bring you a little bit of the action right into your living room. Nick Wensler dives the bike in on corner 3. Tyler goes right back on the inside of corner 4, heads right back down that straightaway, grabs the lead back from Nick Wensler. Behind him is Chris Evans, Dave Pouliot, John Parker, and then Sean Hoy, and that's going to be pretty much our running order finishing off lap 1 here. So Tyler, we talked to him a little bit this morning, and he was dead set on getting redemption here for the KBR team. Not having the greatest results in Paris, Tyler finishing at the back of the pack. He knew he had to come out strong here to get his points back and made up. Now missing in the mix this year is the expert rider Don Taylor. Now Don just recently had a baby boy, so congratulations Don for that, and we're really looking forward to having you back. I'm sure Tyler's enjoying the spotlight right now, but we'll be looking forward to seeing you in 2016. So continuing on this race, Tyler Seguin's put a little bit of a gap out over Nick Wensler, Chris Evans, and then you can see John Parker and Dave Pouliot. They've actually been working a lot together, the two of them riding for Kawasaki. These guys, I think John Parker's kind of training them, giving them some inside tips on how to get around the track a lot faster, because I think he sees a lot of potential in Dave Pouliot, much like Kurt Beeger sees potential in Tyler Seguin and Brody Buckin. So Tyler, he's just looking over his shoulder just to see where Nick Wensler is. Wensler's not that far off. Chris Evans coming up behind him, and then you can see John Parker and Dave Pouliot making their way around the track as well too. Now the racing did stay like this all the way to the final lap, so we're going to take a quick ride here with Tyler Seguin as he makes his way around the Burford half mile. There wasn't really a whole lot else to talk about. Once the field kind of gapped out and everyone got in that single file line, the race was pretty much just written in the books, and Tyler Seguin walked away with a double up victory here at Burford. So enjoying the last straightaway as Tyler Seguin comes down the front straight here. I'm sure Kurt Beeger is always ecstatic to see his riders always win, and to see both of his riders win today would be another double up feature that KBR got today. You can see Kurt giving a congratulations to Tyler there. He hops on the back as they head up to go and get their checkered flag.
Dealey, Harley-Davidson, Honda Canada, Suzuki Canada.
So you can see Kurt taking that checkered flag. And our results for today for the Open Experts are Tyler Seguin taking in that first spot, followed by the number 29 and Nick Wensler from Wheatley, Ontario, taking second, and then in third, our Paris half mile winner Chris Evans. So we had a chance to go down and get all caught up with Tyler Seguin, so here he is with his victory.
All right, so Tyler, you won the Open Expert. Tell us a little bit about that race.
You know, I knew the track was gonna start falling apart, so I wanted to get a good lead. I pulled the hole shot, which I was really focused on, and I wanted to make some ground on the other guys here. You know, I got a nice lead, and I kind of just set the pace, and it turned out good.
So would you say Kurt had the bike dialed in for you today?
Oh, for sure. You know, he was doing some wrenching today, and it turned out awesome.
All right, so who are you gonna thank for this?
You know, Kurt for sure. You know, Works Connection, Diamond Detail, Nexo Sports. You know, everyone that helped me make it out here. You know, each and every race.
That's right.
Great, good job today.
Thanks.
Chris, you finished up in the 3rd spot today, coming off the Paris win last weekend. You know, how was this track for you today compared to Paris?
Oh, just awful. It's rough, and I mean, it's too soft. They need to maybe try to wet it and wobbly with it to try to pack it down, because it just breaks apart so bad.
So you're looking forward to Welland there in a couple weeks?
Yeah, Welland, they usually fare pretty good. I mean, you don't know. I mean, Welland, you can have a good night, your bike's working, and you're riding well, you can win, or it's a real crapshoot.
Okay, so people you want to thank again?
What's that? Well, my dad for all the work he does, which is way more than me, and my buddy Jeff that owns American Harley, and Brian Olson Racing, him and Alex.
Right on, good job today.
Thank you.